Rightly say, we're looking at sharp falls, but much less so than we were looking at earlier. If we look at the US futures board, the Dow was down close to 900 points at one point. It has certainly pared a large amount of those losses, as you can see now, down about 300 points or a little over 2%. The S&P and NASDAQ in percentage terms down a little bit more, closer to 3%. A lot of those paring of the losses came when President-elect Trump made his speech and softened the rhetoric that we'd heard throughout the campaign, and that gave investors a little bit of hope that some of his actions might not be quite as severe as some had originally feared. And we've seen pairing of losses across all of the different asset classes. If we look at the 10-year note, initially we saw bond buying of that safety asset in terms of that risk-off trade. We saw the yield push down to 1.7. It's now back up to 1.846, so almost no move in that over the last 24 hours at all. And if we look at the currencies, a similar story. We've seen the dollar again pare some of its losses. It's now down, I'd say, only 1.8% against the yen, only at 0.3% against the pound, and 0.8% against the euro. Now, for a single-day move, they feel like big amounts, but compare that to the Brexit vote, where the pound fell almost 8% instantly and over the course of the first day, and of course has continued to slide since then. So these losses, whilst big for a single-day move, perhaps not quite as big as we feared earlier in the session overnight, guys.